Hello. Alright, so forgot to go over end of June, beginning of July, first week of July. We can uh, the previous week just that. My trading recap. Alright, so this week it was ups and downs, made some mistakes, was a little lucky on some plays. Overall, made money, which is always good, about $200 for the week. Um, Tried to go long a couple of times, actually twice. I did try going long twice. Um, both times lost money going long, but yeah, just go. Let's go over the week. All right, so the one as you can see it on the screen is TNMG. This one had news. The news were about well, not the best news, I think. Trying to say what the news were. Basically, it had a catalyst for the long, so I decided to go long. You can see it right here. It had another drop, so I did cut losses, and right after, I mean not right after that, but later it did end up going higher. But um, these long plays are new to me, and there's definitely a lot of work I have to do on them to get some better plays on the longs, because I did lost on both plays this previous week. The next play, I'm gonna open it right now. Just give me a second. The next place was GEM, which was, well, I was also. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I traded twice GEM. All right, that's why. Okay, I was a little confused. All right, so as you can see, pre-market and good entries, kind of not the best average to be, but I was using this area right here as risk. It did go all the way to the top. Ended up adding to the position, covered right at market open. It did go a lot lower after that. Well, I made about $700 here, and then when I had this midday huge run, as you can see, I tried it for a second play. It didn't really work out in my favor, so it cut losses quickly. It ended up coming back down. So I guess I should have better risk areas, right? Because you can see it did go all the way to up to here, and pre-market it kind of did go about the same area. So I really should have I should get more data on where should I put my risk level, because I would have made money on these both cases. I would made more money because I was kind of too big here. I ended up adding a little more on this bounce, but I set it from way to down, thinking that it would just drop right here, breaking this higher higher lows area, but it didn't. It had that last bounce, let's try, let's spike for a continuation, I guess, going, but it didn't have enough power to do that. So yeah, then you see it dropping, and then back to that same area, dropping again, like two huge moves. This could have been a much bigger position, but since I made about 700 here, I lost about 350 here. So overall, for the day, I made about, I mean, on this specific stock, I made about 370, which is good, but definitely need more data on this kind of plays. Then the next one, and yeah, also you had a huge spike, right? So on the next one, it was actually a long PPCB. Not the best news on this one, and ended up, as you can see, selling right at the bottom. I was trying to go along here. I had these higher lows, so it said it to add more, and then it just dropped, covered right at the bottom for a $420 loss, about 11%, 12% loss. So not the best one still. And this one was a huge mistake, because it wasn't really, I mean, it had this huge, it wasn't more of a spike, little spike kind of play. So I didn't see this this huge run it had before. And then when I did see it, I was kind of late, and then ended up covering right at the bottom low. So it happens. It is what it is. Yeah, about 420. And then the next one was a lucky play, I guess. I don't know. As you can see, it was SDOT. This one, I was lucky, but at the same time, I had too big of a position too early, because from the beginning, I mean, this one, it's up from what was that? From 4s, right, to 100. So my plan was, from the beginning, was for this stock to hit 100, and it had all this consolidation under the price. So I started here with a small position with like 10 shares, and I added 10 more, risking pre-market high, right? But then I didn't cut losses. I just let it run, and I mean, it was a big loss already here, but my stop loss was at 115. Looking at the daily chart, I think if I'm gonna go to, all right, let's go and take a look. Well, I'm not sure where I was looking back then, but for some reason I chose 150, and I guess this level right here. I just chose it something over 100, right? Because 100 being a round number. So yeah, I decided to have the risk at over 100, but I was too big already. My second entry should have been at about 90, maybe 90, even one, like 95, I don't know. But I was kind of thinking, and it was market open. You opened, I mean, this is all mistakes. if the market open above all this consolidation, right? If you look right here, we're just gonna go to the 5 minutes so we can see better. It opened above this level right here, previous day high. I mean, it opened